Everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Sherry here from Practical Stitches, and welcome and thank you to new subscribers. Today I am working on an unplanned project, the dreaded mending alterations that we have to do for other people sometimes. So this is my most hated thing to do, and I shouldn't say hate, but I dislike it greatly. So this jacket needs a new zipper, and I have the zipper ripped out mostly, as you can see. So you basically just stick your stitch ripper in there and rip it out. You can see the fly is coming apart, and I ripped it in two places actually. Where's the other place? It's not as bad. That's the worst one. So I did catch, but I should be able to hide that in there because there's the seam line and there's the rip piece. So anyway, so the first thing you got to do is rip the zipper out. So do that, as you can see. Rip the zipper out, and then I'm going to sew the fly to the coat. It'll just make it easier for sewing later. So I'll try and, there's my rip piece. So I will sew the fly to the coat. I'm trying to show you, and then I go at a camera. So that's the inside. So I'll just sew the fly back to where it's supposed to go. Because it's not attached. And then I'm going to have to baste the zipper in. And I guess that here's the zipper. It's not the same zipper. It is, well, it's a two-way zipper. But you can see it's got the thick teeth on it. I didn't have a lot of choices, and it costs $10.50 for the zipper. So it's not a cheap thing to do. Anyway, I will show you how I get on and see if I can show you some of the process. Alright, let's see if this works. I caught that. Oh, not bad. Lined up so far. Good. Let's zoom you in. There's the old stitching right here. I'm going to pull the thread out. See if we covered up that hole. Yep, just barely. So that is tacked in place. So that's going to cause us a lot less issues. I got some old stitching holes there, but I think by the time I get the zipper sewn in, and because that has to be, yeah. So the next step to doing this is hand sewing. Because if you do not baste this in, you could just ram her in, but I find that if you take the time to do it, a lot less unpicking in the future. So, get your coat back together the way it's supposed to. I don't think it's going to line up good at the bottom. Get all this bulk in here. Yeah, so it's easier to hand stitch it. And don't worry about taking your stitches out because nobody's going to see it. It's going to be on the inside of the coat. So I'm going to hand stitch this in place, I hope. I'm going to throw a couple of clips on here. I've never had these clips before until recently, so this is all new to me. Oh my goodness, this coat is slippery. So, let's throw a few clips in here and there, see if it lines up. Maybe I measured it wrong and it's too long of a zipper. Won't that make me happy? Yeah, I'm not happy. Maybe I didn't do it right. What's going on down here? Let's start at the bottom. Place to go. I always measure the zipper when it's in the coat. Maybe that's what you're not supposed to do. You would think you would get an accurate measurement. Because it measured 90 centimeters. This is supposed to be a 90 centimeter zipper. And I didn't buy an 85, which is the next size down, so I don't even know if they had one anyway. I could probably, maybe I'll just sew this. We all know that that's not a good idea. The reason why I hand tack it in place is, yep, we're going to be too long. Fantastic. So excited. Nothing but problems. And not by too much. Usually you can just bend them in there, which is exactly what's going to happen. I'm not cutting it. I might. I don't want to. But the benefit to hand stitching this side and then hand stitching the whole thing in place is you can just sew it once and just, well, you usually get to do it twice, but you don't have to sew one side and then mess around with it and then sew the other. You can sew it all together at once. If I can hand base this, I don't know if I can or not. Where is this? This for each? Right here. Oh, it looks like it's stretched. And yet again, that's why I hate doing this. Anyway, we'll worry about that side later. Shouldn't have stretched that much. So now I need some thread. Use a real pretty color. I guess we're using pink. And there's always certain sewing jobs that you don't like to do. And this, for me, is #1 on the list. I don't mind hemming pants, and I don't mind hemming pants. What am I trying to say? Fixing holes in jeans. I actually just did that a little while ago for my boyfriend. He was getting holes in the back of his jeans, and it was kind of funny because he said, sometime when you have time, can you do this? So I just grabbed them, did it right then and there, turned the sewing machine off, held them up and looked at them, and realized, wrong pocket. So I guess it needed to be done on both sides. One side wasn't as bad as the other, I guess. Anyway. It's best to get these jobs we don't like to do out of the way. Although I've had this coat, I think, for 2 weeks. Well, the first weekend, I said I couldn't do anything with it, and then I knew I didn't have a zipper, so. And it is COVID times, so we can't all be in all the places when we want to be, so. Yeah, that zipper, it's going to get tucked at the top. Zipper's all basted in, back and front. Now, here goes the sewing part. Hope it works. Finally finished putting this zipper in. I swear I have been working on it every 3 hours all week. So I've probably put 4 hours into doing this zipper for my friend. As you can see, it no longer lines up at the top. It's wonky. All the stripes match up though, and the squares match up, which is good. It zips, and it's a mess. I can't get my basting stitches out. I wouldn't be proud to say I did this, but the zipper now works. Before it didn't. So, is it worth putting a zipper in a coat? How much did your coat cost? Do you have time to put a zipper in? And I paid $10, well $10.50 for this zipper. And this zipper will outlast the coat. So, I'll leave it up to you whether it's worth it or not. If you like the coat, I would say put the zipper back in, because it'll be worth it. I just like doing this job, but it is worth it. Now I am wearing this to prove that they do outlast your garment. This garment is a store-bought garment. I've had it for 15 years at least, from my memory. And I've put this new zipper in it, I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years after I had it, and I still have it. Not the best neat job in the world. I don't think you can see that at all. So, and this would be easier to do because it only has a facing. This was hard to do. This was a hard zipper to do, and I didn't do, I wouldn't say a great job because of the fly, and this part of the jacket is right thick. It is sewn in, but it's not super neat, and that was after spending hours hand basting. Now you'd think, oh, it doesn't take that long to hand baste a zipper, but it does. It took me a long time to do it, probably because I didn't want to do it anyway, or I don't like doing it, I should say. I agreed to do it, so anyway, I'll let you decide whether it's worth replacing a zipper in a garment. I believe it is. It's just one of the jobs I dislike doing. How about you? Is there any alteration repair jobs that you don't like to do? Let me know in the comments below. So, talk to you next time. Okay, bye.